Mold, bugs, rodents, padlocks on gates that were deemed a fire hazard. These were the conditions our Delia Goncalves exposed back in the spring at Potomac Gardens, a public housing complex in Southeast D.C. Now, because of that reporting by Delia, changes were made and they're still happening. But then we started hearing from other people about the filthy and dangerous living conditions in their public housing units. Units, by the way, the D.C. government is responsible for maintaining. Holding people accountable. That's what we do here at WUSA 9. So Delia is asking the director of D.C.'s Housing Authority some tough questions.
So what makes you qualified to turn this agency and to turn these homes and these lives around?
Yeah, I mean, it's a fair question, and it's one that many people asked when I took on this role. I think I start with the passion and the commitment to serve people.
I sat down with Brenda Donald, the executive director of the district's Housing Authority. A D.C. native, Donald has worked under 3 mayors in various agencies, though she's never held a position in affordable housing.
Well, guess what? They're the same kids, same families, same neighborhoods. In fact, that we serve in public housing.
And some of those families are crying out for help.
I'm convinced that they want us to look like this.
In May, we visited Potomac Gardens on Capitol Hill. Courtney Mills, a mother of 3, showed us water bugs in the kitchen and mouse holes in the walls. Another mom piled up 4 mattresses to avoid the rats she caught on camera crawling around her basement apartment at night. Many of the residents there say, I've been living in these conditions for far too long, with kids, with seniors, with families. So why should they believe that things will change?
Yes, and I get it. And I honor their frustration. I respect what they have lived through.
Her message to those residents, I'm working on it. Donald took on the job at DCHA summer of 2021 after the former housing director was ousted following allegations that millions of dollars were misused.
I've discovered a lot of things that from a management standpoint that certainly need to be improved and need to be completely overhauled. It's a community, right? And so we wanted to feel like a community.
Starting with long overdue repairs.
Hey, good morning, how are you?
Good morning. Like the mold and plaster work in Linda Savoy's apartment at Lincoln Heights.
And in the past 2 years, housing authorities haven't been able to get into units to actually do repairs. They were only doing emergency repairs. So in doing that, some of this is deferred.
The ceiling has to come down either way, but the bigger problem is the bathroom has to be renovated.
Okay.
Donna Howard tells us she's been waiting 10 years for repairs to her 2-story walk-up. The bathroom tub shifted, causing major water damage to the kitchen below. DCHA is the district's largest landlord, responsible for maintaining 6,800 houses and apartments that close to 9,000 residents call home. According to the agency's own numbers, the average unit is between 55 and 62 years old. About 20% of them are vacant.
I don't think we can identify what the actual problem is at this point. It's that bad.
The Attorney General's office is suing Donald and the Housing Authority for allegedly denying more than 200 disabled residents proper accommodations. In many cases, the lawsuit claims people have been waiting several years.
There's a real human cost here that is creating suffering in these tenants that's frankly abhorrent.
Is there enough inventory in your portfolio to safely move these folks? And how come they haven't been moved so far?
Yes. So of course I can't talk specifically about the lawsuit, but in general, first of all, we do have enough inventory. Now, what we're doing is renovating units that are vacant so that we can move people in.
So this is one of our vacant units that we just recently turned with.
Donald says this walk-up in Kenilworth Courts, with its hardwood floors and updated kitchen, is the future of public housing. While the goal is to renovate in just 3 months, the work to flip all 1,300 vacant units will take time. Advocates say too long for the hundreds of families still on the waiting list while living in dangerous and unsanitary conditions.
And I am confident that we will be able to whittle down those waiting lists over this next year. These are real lives. People can't wait, and they shouldn't wait, and that we have to act with a sense of urgency to meet their needs.
In the district, Delia Goncalves, WUSA 9.